It's 2016. Apple just dropped a bombshell, an iPhone that's fast, compact, and way cheaper than the flagship models. People went crazy for it. The iPhone SE became a fan favorite overnight, but fast forward to today. It's gone. Apple just killed the iPhone SE. Or did they? Because instead of replacing it with another special edition, they gave us this, the iPhone 16e. And trust me, this isn't just a name change. Apple just made their biggest move yet, and it's gonna change budget iPhones forever. But here's the real question. Why did Apple do this? Why kill off a fan favorite phone and replace it with something completely different? Is the iPhone 16e a game changer, or is Apple pulling a sneaky move to make you spend more money? Today, we're exposing the truth behind Apple's shocking decision. Wait for end and don't miss about the main issues of iPhone 16e. Make sure to subscribe to Daicon and hit that bell icon, because this is just the beginning. To understand why Apple just killed the SE, we need to go back in time to 2016. The iPhone SE was never meant to be fancy. It was Apple's way of giving people a powerful, affordable iPhone by recycling older designs. And honestly, it worked. People loved the first SE because it was small, fast, and most importantly, cheap. Apple was basically selling an iPhone 6s disguised as an iPhone 5s. Then in 2020, Apple brought it back again with the iPhone SE2. Same formula, an old iPhone 8 design but with an A13 chip. And in 2022, we got the iPhone SE3, now with an A15 chip. The problem, the SE was stuck in the past. But here's the problem. While the insides were getting better, the outside stayed the same. Big bezels, a home button, and a tiny screen. The world had moved on. People wanted edge-to-edge displays, Face ID, and modern designs. But Apple kept giving us this. By 2023, SE sales were slowing down, people weren't upgrading, and Apple knew they had a problem. The iPhone SE was no longer special, it was just outdated. So they had two choices, kill it completely or evolve it into something new. And that's exactly what they did. But here's the twist. It's not an SE, it's something entirely different. And it's not just about the name. Apple completely changed their strategy. What does the E stand for? First, the name, iPhone 16e. What does the E even mean? Apple hasn't officially said, but the leading theories are essential, economy, or even entry level. What's clear is that Apple is moving away from the idea of a cheap iPhone. Instead of an outdated phone at a lower price, they want this to be a modern, essential iPhone for people who don't need all the bells and whistles. All right, let's break down what's actually new. How different is the 16e from the old SE? The changes are huge. Design. First and foremost, the iPhone 16e ditches the old-school iPhone 8 body. No more chunky bezels, no more home button. Instead, we get a 6.1-inch edge-to-edge OLED display with a notch, just like the iPhone 14. This finally makes the budget iPhone look like an iPhone from this decade. Speaking of the screen, this is a game changer. The iPhone SE had a tiny 4.7-inch LCD display, while the iPhone 16e has a 6.1-inch OLED. That means deeper blacks, more vibrant colors, and way better brightness. Watching videos or gaming on this thing? A night and day difference. A flagship chip in a budget phone? Now here's where things get crazy. The iPhone 16e is powered by the A18 chip, the same chip in the iPhone 16. That means this $499 phone is just as fast as a $799 iPhone. Apple isn't holding back on power, and that's something we never saw in previous SE models. The old SE had a single 12-megapixel camera. The iPhone 16e, a 48-megapixel main sensor, the same one in the iPhone 15. That means better detail, better low-light performance, and more professional-looking shots. Plus, it supports 2x lossless zoom, meaning you can get closer to your subject without losing quality. Battery, the biggest upgrade yet. This might be the most important part. The iPhone SE's battery life was terrible. The iPhone 16e fixes that with a much bigger battery that finally lasts a full day. And yes, it finally has USB-C. The iPhone 16e lacks MagSafe, Apple's magnetic charging and accessory system, which is available in other iPhone models. Ultra-wideband UWB chip. Without the UWB chip, the iPhone 16e misses out on precise AirTag tracking and other UWB functionalities. display. It features a 60Hz display, which is a step down from the 120Hz Pro Motion displays found in higher-end models. So, here's the big question. Is the iPhone 16e worth it? If you're coming from an iPhone SE or something like the iPhone XR, this is an insane upgrade. You're getting a modern design, a flagship-level processor, and a high-end camera, all for around $499. But there's a catch. For $200 more, you could get the regular iPhone 16, which has a second camera, slightly better battery life, and a few extra features. So if you can stretch your budget, the iPhone 16 might be the better long-term buy. Apple didn't just kill the SE, they redefined what a budget iPhone should be. Instead of giving us an old phone with new internals, they finally gave us a modern, powerful iPhone at a reasonable price. And honestly, that's a win. So what do you think? Is the iPhone 16e the upgrade we've been waiting for, or did Apple make a mistake? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And hey, if you made it this far, you're clearly into tech. So do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.